Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
No, because I'm selfish. I want my cake and eat it too. I want to cheat, but I don't want you to cheat on me. I would have lost it.
What?
I would have lost it if he had cheated on me. That's just how selfish I was.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Shout out to Patreon supporter Mr. O, and thank you for your PayPal donation. This is his message. Hi, MHD, longtime subscriber and Patreon member. I have gained tremendously from your content. Please continue to do what you do. I was watching this video and the entire time I was like, this is pure gold. If you could do a commentary video, that would be awesome. So many gems in this one. Please keep my contact information anonymous and keep up the good work. Shit. Power. Mr. O, salute. Thank you for your support, brother. We really appreciate it. This must-watch video comes from the Breakbeat Media channel. The link is in the description. The original video is 50 minutes long, and in our video, we will highlight the most important and valuable sections with commentary to help you protect yourself.
I think people automatically go to the man being the problem. So when I say, you know, I'm divorced, whatever, they're like, oh God, what did he do? Oh, good for you. You can do better. You know, and it's sort of like, oh, it was me, actually. It wasn't him.
Now we're going to work backwards again and start with the conclusion. The conclusion of this video is actions determined by feelings.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
Almost everything we're going to highlight in this video can be traced back to this conclusion. Now let's talk about it. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we got to do. Because we men, we men.
So we met when I was about 19. And he became my best friend. We decided to get married a few years later. We got married very young. I was about 23 at the time. Got married very young, and he was amazing. He was a great provider. He was a good friend, and things were good. We had a baby. Things were good until they weren't.
And why weren't they?
Well, before when we met, I was 130 pounds heavier. So I lost 130 pounds and kind of lost my mind, so to speak.
But you lost 130 pounds in the relationship?
In the relationship. When we got married, I was 320 pounds at my heaviest. And yeah, lost the weight and kind of went south.
Pay attention, guys. She said best friend. Let's continue.
Yes. All my life, I've been a fat girl. So this was the first time that I actually got to be the it girl, so to speak. He was a bigger guy, but he loved me big. He never complained. He always complimented me, treated me like I was beautiful, but I didn't feel beautiful. So I went ahead with the weight loss. Well, not really, because he was obsessed with me. I mean, when I say in a healthy way, he loved me deeply. And I never felt like I had to do a lot to keep him around. He always wanted to be around. I can agree with that. I was very depressed when I was at that weight, very, even throughout my marriage. And even my ex-husband would reassure me and tell me, you're beautiful, don't worry. I still felt bad within myself.
320 pounds. If she was a backup linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons, I wouldn't be upset with the coaching staff. But this weight plays a huge role when it comes to that dating foolishness. Pay attention.
Do you think that he could have married that girl that lost 130 pounds?
Honestly, probably not.
Or that he would even want to?
Oh, I look pretty amazing, so he probably would have wanted to. But I don't think he could have. Now thinking back, I don't think so. Yeah.
Do you think that he felt that when he looked at you?
I think that he felt betrayal. How could you do this and I met you at this weight? How could you lose this weight and just totally change when I met you at this weight? I think that he did because he supported me. He was there for me when I was 320 pounds. But then when I lost the weight, I was different. My behaviors were different.
What do you mean?
I dressed differently. I wore more fitting clothes. I started to go out a lot more with my girlfriends, more than ever. I started getting a lot of attention, a lot more attention from men, and I didn't know how to handle it. I just couldn't handle it.
Okay, two things. Point one, all women in general, from the scale of 1 to 10, will get attention from men to some extent. Some men just like fat women, just like her ex-husband. However, the majority of men don't. And that's exactly why it doesn't matter if he thinks the world of her, because the world doesn't think of her that way, which is depressing. And to take it a step further, point two, her ex-husband was also not considered a man of high status. Therefore, his compliments do not have much impact. Remember, best friend, she will tell you the painful truth when it comes to her ex-husband.
So, met a guy at work and we started to become friends. He was very flirtatious, gave me a lot of attention. I had just had a baby. I was about a year postpartum, and I was feeling, I mean, the weight was gone, but I was still feeling bad. I was feeling bored and frumpy, and I just wanted some excitement. And he and I became friends, and it was innocent at first, and then it gradually started to progress into something a little more inappropriate each day. You know, I worked with this guy.
Work husband.
I had to see him.
Yeah.
You know, he would walk me to my car if it was too dark at night, whatever. And we began to talk on the phone. It was over after that.
I've said it many times on this channel. You do not build equity with women. This whole interview, she had nothing bad to say about her ex-husband. He literally supported her through thick and thin. But that's not how women work. Women are emotional beings. How they feel is the foundation of their decision making. It doesn't matter how you made her feel yesterday. All that matters is how you make her feel today, right now, in this moment.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
She got with her ex-husband because she felt that she couldn't do better. She loses the weight and starts getting all of this attention from men, and now her feelings have changed. Now that she feels different, she starts acting differently. When your woman suddenly starts having girls' night out every weekend, it's a huge red flag. Women go out for a reason. Remember this?
I go out to different events, and I go to restaurants and to the beach and all kinds of stuff, right? I'm outside. It's always a bunch of women. It's never any men there. And I know we're all there for the same reason, right? We want to meet people, right? Socialize, exchange numbers, you know, whatever it is. We want to meet each other, but y'all ain't ever there.
Women want attention. They want to be seen because that feels good.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
Let's take it a step further.
And I was just so enamored with this person and his personality and his charisma. And he wasn't boring. And I was excited to go to work. You know, it was crazy. It was crazy.
This is pure gold. Janice, boredom.
Boredom is considered a feeling or emotional state. It is characterized by a lack of interest, engagement, or excitement in one's current activities or surroundings. People often experience boredom when they find their current situation or tasks uninteresting or unstimulating.
It's a feeling, fellas. And I've said it many times on this channel. Most women are boring. That's why they need men to entertain them. 50 Shades of Grey does a great job at capturing the essence of the roller coaster ride feeling women desire. Just for showing up. That woman in that movie doesn't do shit.
No, I can go. It's fine.
I would like to know more about you.
There's really not much to know about me.
It's the man that needs to be the playmaker. And 30 years ago, Ross Jeffries talked about it.
So what do they respond to?
They really respond to a guy who's a challenge, a guy who's a question mark, a guy who keeps them guessing. You see, in the beginning, the less attractive you are physically, the more you have to rely on your attitude.
This is why you cannot be a woman's friend. Check this out.
I had never felt that way before in my life, ever. Like the excitement, what I thought at the time was love. I had never felt that before, ever. I have never felt so more desired in my life, ever. And even though my husband, he was very uplifting, you're beautiful, you're this, but this was different. This was, not only did he tell me I was beautiful, but I actually felt it too. You know, when my husband would tell me, I'd be like, oh, whatever, you're supposed to say that. But when this guy, it was just different.
It was just different.
It was just different.
One of the first lessons a pickup artist is going to teach a man is not to talk to a woman like she is your friend. Do you want to be her friend, or do you want to...
Let's be friends. You want a friend, lady? Get a dog.
Okay. And here's the thing.
Pure gold. You have to talk to the punani. You have to get the punani leaking. You heard what she said. I felt desired. That's what women want. They want to feel desired, especially by a Chad or a Tyrone. This dude was most likely a Tyrone. Now this next clip provides essential information that every man should know.
Yeah.
You knew what this was.
Yep.
You let it go too far.
Yeah. You knew what this was. You couldn't handle it.
What do you feel about that?
I mean, he was right, and I knew he was right, but I didn't want to admit that. I didn't want to give in to that. I just wanted what I wanted, and I didn't care. I wanted him at the time.
Although women are emotional beings, they are fully aware of what they're doing. They know exactly what immoral behavior is. They know exactly when they are being disrespectful. Never think that a woman is unaware of what she's doing, fellas. It's just that women have trouble dealing with the shame and guilt they feel when they engage in immoral behavior.
I confessed I couldn't sleep. My conscience was eating me alive, and I was exhausted from all the lies. And, I had to be one person at work, one person with him, one person at church. It was too much. I couldn't talk to anybody about it.
And so they need plausible deniability to give themselves a free pass. That's why it's always your fault when they cheat. You didn't give her what she deserves. That's why she cheated. Let's take it a step further.
No, because I'm selfish. I want my cake and eat it too. I want to cheat, but I don't want you to cheat on me. I would have lost it.
What?
I would have lost it if he had cheated on me. That's just how selfish I was. No, I want my cake and eat it too. You can't cheat, only me.
Problem?
Problem? Like, yeah.
Did this other guy spend money on you?
Not as much as he should have. And I'll leave it there. Not as much as he should have. Was it worth it? Hell no. He ain't pay a tuition, buy a book, a bag. Do I have a little Gucci bag to show, a little Louis Vuitton? No. I got a couple dinners and some really nice hotels. That's pretty much it. Maybe a gift here and there. Some flowers. Big whoop.
You gotta love it when a woman is transparent. That's why this space continues to grow. Because sooner or later, men encounter the selfish nature of women. That's the red pill truth. It's a bitter pill to swallow. Female nature is selfish. They have no interest in equality. They have no interest in fairness, only when it benefits them. If things are equal, they miss out. Women can't get special treatment if they're like everybody else. This selfish behavior is on steroids in modern Western society. These useless Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton, dinner dates are all to make her feel good, feel special, feel desired.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
But women have proven to us many times that it's not necessary for Tyrone to buy her stuff because he's the embodiment of the fairy tale, the Prince Charming.
When my ex-husband served me the divorce papers, that was when I realized I had effed up big time.
Why then?
Because it was real then. I never thought, because like I said, he worshiped the ground I walked on in a good way. You know, he was amazing for me. So I never thought he would actually go anywhere. I never thought he would actually leave.
This is why walking away is effective, because only when you leave do these women take you seriously, because that's the only way the feeling of loss manifests itself. You don't know what you got until it's gone. This is the story of a lot of men. They treated their wives right and were taken for granted. That's why we don't talk to women on this channel. Because if you want women's behavior to change, you have to change the environment. You're wasting your time trying to talk some sense into these females because they feel. That's why holding them accountable for them feels like women bashing. The sisterhood doesn't do that. The sisterhood doesn't hold women accountable. They provide feel-good Kool-Aid. We're living in some interesting times now because a lot of the millennial women are hitting the wall right now. Women that were in their early 20s when they were drinking this feel-good Kool-Aid. And now in their 40s, they're asking themselves, what happened?
And then you get out there and nobody approaches you. What am I doing? Help me. I need somebody to respond to this and tell me what I need to do, because your girl needs help.
So that's the next point. Check this out.
So now I relocated to a different state, me and my daughter, and 2 years ago, and I just started over. I'm dating, and it's different. It's difficult. You know, I got married.
It's trash.
It's trash. Okay, it's trash. I said it's difficult. It's really trash. Yeah, it's definitely trash.
The streets.
It's trash. They say the dating pool has pee in it. I say it's straight sewage.
It's not even a pool.
It's sewage. Seriously.
Oh my God.
I hate it for everybody that has to be out here dating. I don't recommend it. 0 stars. Not even a half.
Most of the women you hear complaining about how crappy dating is have already had their husbands. Just like her. She was married, but she got bored. And now she keeps chasing this feeling of excitement. The reason why dating sucks is because women trashed it. Women are overstimulated to the point average Joe, the bus driver, is considered a low quality man. And then you have the men who are opting out because there's no incentive for men to pursue marriage. There are 0 benefits for men, and stories like this are heartbreaking because it sends the message that the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Don't do it, Miss Sealy. Don't do it. Definitely a regret.
Make sure you watch the full interview because there are a lot of gems that we didn't discuss in this video. Like her getting pregnant and not knowing who the father is. Her having sex with other men as a coping mechanism. Her regret comes not from what she did, but from the consequences of her actions. To make a long story short, a woman's actions are determined by her feelings.
Can you make me feel good? Can you make me feel good?
Fellas, if a woman cheats on you, never take her back. If your relationship ends for whatever reason, do not take her back. And it doesn't matter where you are in the world if you decide to engage in this dating foolishness. A woman's past matters. Getting to know a woman's past is like reading a book before you decide to become part of her future. We made this channel for men. That's why we started this channel. Not because we hate women. It's because men's voices need to be heard and men need to be educated on the foolishness that's going on so they can protect themselves at all times. The channel is called Manosphere Highlights Daily. We highlight men's issues, female nature, and the effects of society on human behavior. We encourage you to become the best man that you can be. But if you want to know how to do push-ups, then you have to go to the push-ups channel. If you want to know about money, you have to go to the money channel. I've said it many times on this channel that I took my talents overseas. I had to look for content that could help me with that. So I watched a combination of channels: push-up channels, money channels, travel channels, language channels, and Manosphere channels. Everything that I had to do to become the best version of myself. You can do anything if you put your mind to it. You know why? Because we men, ain't we? We men, ain't we? Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.